Hello, this is Helen Schaefer, bringing out the artist in you.
And this is Dietrich Schaefer. The purpose of this video is to draw attention to the parrotfish. Our last entry was for the Underwater Art Challenge, and it was all about coral reef and the parrotfish and the impact that parrotfish has on the coral reef. This video is intended to continue what we started with that video.
Hello, everybody. It's so good that to be on a video again. And, I'm married to my straight-laced man, and he is just a wonderful person to have around. But, well, anyway, he's a different personality than I have and stuff. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you what I did here. When I started I wasn't even intending on, I kind of had a background. For years, I've been wanting to do stuff on the coral reefs. And I know I told Dina about it. And so I was just playing around and making a whole bunch of washes. And then when we actually decided, Dietrich and I decided on doing this project that we're working on, I looked at all the parrotfish and then I thought, you know what? I can just take one of these washes. It looks just exactly like this particular parrotfish. So that's how it all came about. And it was really actually perfect. Or like Bob Ross would say, it was like a little happy accident. So that's how we got started with this. I did the painting, and then Dietrich continued with his research, which he absolutely loves to do.
So you decided to kind of continue with the parrotfish. We had that one video, the first one that we had, where we talked about the coral reef and the parrotfish, and then suggested that everybody do artwork on the coral fish. So here you decided, okay, so I'm going to take one of those parrotfish that we had looked at in that video, and I'm going to put that on this particular watch.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought, we said everybody should be doing something to help protect the parrotfish because since the coral reefs are becoming extinct, and I don't know if you say it that way, but I am. And the parrotfish are helping to keep them alive, keep it going, keep the reef up.
In fact, according to a Natural Conservancy article that was titled "Meet the parrotfish is the most important fish in the Caribbean coral reefs. If it weren't for the parrotfish, corals would quickly become suffocated by seaweeds on many reefs around the world, which is what is happening in the Caribbean and in the Pacific."
Yeah, and I was looking at the video. I like to always look at night. I get my iPad out and I like to look at stuff. And I don't know why, but suddenly the parrotfish they've come into their articles on it right now. I don't know if it's because I'm aware of it or what. And this one woman I believe she was in the Philippines or do you remember I showed it to you? Where was she? From one of those islands.
She was from the Philippines.
Yeah, and she went shopping. She was doing her daily shopping, and she was in the fish area, an open area, I believe it was, outside. And then she stumbled on this booth, or I don't think it was booth, a table, where there were a whole bunch of beautiful parrotfish ready to be sold. And so she was completely appalled. And so she took her camera and took a picture of these, and she said, "Hey, this shouldn't be happening." And she wrote up, did a little research on the internet, and then she wrote some stuff. And as it turned out, the video that she posted went viral. I can't remember how many people.
It was a large number. It was on Facebook that she put that
thousands.
article.
I think it was like thousands of people were looking at this, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we're doing here. So anyway, that's the story.
Well, parrotfish are a big part of scuba diving.
Oh yes, right.
The scuba divers love to go look at the coral reefs with all of the parrotfish there.
And that's one thing we never did. We never did scuba diving. For one thing, I never learned to swim completely. I've taken so many different lessons, but I would not call myself a swimmer, because when I was a little kid, then my mother would not allow us to go to the swimming pool or to have swimming lessons. So because of the polio, people were getting polio, and it was a very frightening time of our lives. And so every time that we would go on vacation, Dietrich would want to go scuba diving. Well, I guess who didn't want to go? I was afraid. But we have friends who go scuba diving, and they always talk about these colorful fish. Well, now when you think about it, these are the parrotfish. And the parrotfish go through, I could just go on and on about this, different phases of their lives, where they change color. And just like babies look different than teenagers, and people really change. Well, the parrotfish do too. Like dogs, if you think about a dog doesn't really change from the puppy stage to the old age stage. Parrotfish do. Their coloration changes as they go from stage to stage. And I know Dietrich researched the different stages, so I don't know if he wants to talk about it or not.
Yeah, there's really what they call juvenile phase, and then the second phase that they go through is called the initial phase, and then the third one is the terminal phase.
So what are the different colorations of them?
Each phase change results in a different color pattern. Juveniles tend to have a drab mixture of browns, grays, and blacks, but as they mature, a distinct coloration emerges with the addition of red tones. A third set of colors is donned by males and those females that have recently undergone sex change into males. As these males mature, they exhibit bright, intricate patterns of reds, greens, and blues. But not all parrotfish species go through these color changes. But that's a subject for another video. Did you notice that Helen had colored her fingernails the colors of parrotfish? Oh yeah, she really got into this. Here she was, designing these fingernails with different color variations in them. Kind of cute, if you know what I mean. So I thought I'd just call your attention to that. We did have to just kind of show that off in the video.
So we'll see you until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.